get to host this show. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
To not Greg Sterlace Show. I'm your host, the Pam and John.
Great, yes. Hello. Oh, look at the wonderful little birthday prizes I've got there. So delightful. I've got this.
Oh, you think you're Ringo.
What about Ringo?
You think you're Ringo.
Why would Ringo have a star? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Sorry, Dudley. Well, I don't know,
It's
Dudley. I like Ringo. I saw him. I thought he was better than Paul McCartney. But I also got this wonderful Mr. Conductor hat. Oh, no.
You gonna ride the night train?
Yes. Why is so many crappy 80s bands have like stuff like that where they talk about ride the night train to Tokyo, ride the night train to Budapest? Why are there so many crappy hair metal bands have?
Because you got to partake in the night train.
I don't want to.
Has anyone actually ridden the night train? I've ridden the night bus for sure, many, many times.
I have.
It's not an actual train.
It's not? Oh, okay. Shoot. I feel very
It's more
square.
of a state of mind.
Oh, okay.
I also have this wonderful little card. It's delightful. It's got a little bicyclette on it. But yes, I do.
So I've ridden the night Greyhound.
Oh, so
I
have I.
loved it. I like being in that real warm, like tin can, and you're sleeping, and all these other people are sleeping. I don't know why I think that's so fun, but
I think I would like it if I wasn't on it for like 3.5 days, and there's just like everyone's doing like cocaine and looking like they're gonna rob me, and the cops pulled me out and started like asking me all these questions. Where's your ID, son? And like, why
off the Greyhound?
they did?
Oh shit!
They really did. The cops
I
pulled me
wasn't driving.
I know, and they're like, "Where's your ID, son?" And I'm like, "What?" And then, oh god! And then they oversold it, so I had to sleep at the Greyhound station in the middle of nowhere in the most shady part of wherever that was, Pasadena or something. Oh god, Jesus! But I do enjoy bus rides actually, just not that bus ride.
I actually don't enjoy the train because it has to stop all the time for freight trains, and you got to wait sometimes for an hour, and I get so angry.
It's very long and it stops constantly.
Yeah, it does. I'd rather ride the Hound. You can get express routes. You gotta know about it though.
But the bus driver quit in the middle of the trip, and she's like,
Yeah, that'll happen.
Greyhound's dying. It's gonna be dead within like the year, and I quit. And then she quits, and then one guy's like, "Hey, you guys need to go to the bathroom? Just go over there." And it turns out it's all locked, and then he's like, "You gotta put your stuff in the locker." It's just nothing. It's just like all sealed up. He's just being a dick. I'm like, oh, thanks.
I used to ride the Greyhound every day to go to work in Batavia, during the week. And it was nice. They were so nice to me. They'd pretend to take my tickets and then give them back.
Oh, that's nice.
And then there was this one bus driver
And
who I
that's
cannot
why they're
name.
dying.
Yeah, that's why they're dying. But I remember we were going to New York City and we got on his bus. He's like, "What?" He's like, "You bought a ticket? I would have just let you ride. I know you."
That's funny.
Yeah, but then on the way back, we got in the bus, and this is funny too, because another Greyhound bus driver I knew saw me, and he went running for me to put me on his bus, but I disappeared into the station, into the bathroom, and he had to go because he knew the driver didn't know what he was doing, and so I do what I do, which is go to sleep on the nice warm Greyhound that's rocking you back and forth. It's so great, and then all of a sudden I wake up because the bus is going and then slowing down and slowing down. And I'm like, where are we? What is going on?
Yeah.
We're outside of the border for the Thousand Islands, I think it was, right? That's on the border of Quebec, heading to Quebec, right?
Yeah, it can be. It's also in New York.
Yeah, it's also in New York. So the bus driver, instead of going straight across, head straight up. And then he was lost. He tried to turn around and go back. But I guess one of the wheels caught on fire.
Oh, jeez.
And the first time I was with, it's the wheel's on fire on the bus. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's fine.
No, one time I went to get on to go to Jamestown, and I was sick, and I was like, I'm going to go to work even though I'm sick. And I get on the bus, and they go to close the door, and it fell off. I was like, that's it. I'm going home. The door fell off the bus. It's a sign.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the last straw.
That's the last
I cannot take any more dollars falling off.
Doll hairs.
Many doll hairs.
Yeah, so that was, And then all the time when we would go to Jamestown, it would break down in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing like between Buffalo and Jamestown. There's some towns, but a lot of real wooded areas. So you'd be. And then, one time too, like people were smoking crack behind me on the Greyhound bus.
Yes, they do. It's terrifying. And they're like, hey man, you want some of this? You want some of this?
Well, that's kind of them to offer you some of their
I don't want
expensive drugs. And you turn them down and say you're better than them.
They are being
Well,
kind.
my
They didn't
favorite was
offer
when
me
Andy
anything.
What did you
thought
offer them?
they were smoking cigarettes, and he's like, hey man, can I get a puff? He's like, no man, you don't want none of this. And he's still
Probably correct.
yeah. And then that one time, Andy was like, this guy was like, hey man, can I get a cigarette off you? And Andy's like, no man, I don't have any. I'm broke as hell. And Andy's like, oh, I'm gonna remember you.
Oh, jeez.
That's my Greyhound experience. It wasn't.
Yeah, I was just like trying to pull my hair forward so they didn't light my hair on fire by accident, when they were smoking the crack. And also this bus that used to go to Jamestown did not have a bathroom, so that was also rough. It was long. It's kind of a longish ride because you're stopping, so it's like, yeah. So you get off, and I'd have to be like, "Where's the bathroom? Oh God." You're not a lover of the hound.
I think I would if it wasn't all of those horrible. And then, of course, I'm reading Greyhound horror stories. There was this Chinese guy on a Greyhound this guy next to him fell asleep, and the guy started eating his brains.
How?
And then when
how?
Look this up.
Okay, he must have been a zombie.
And then when they asked him, when they got this Chinese guy off of this guy and started eating his brains, he was, no, the aliens told me to do it. And it's like,
no, how would he eat his brains?
look
Now,
it up.
come on.
I swear to God, there's a whole story to it.
It's on the internet. It has to be true.
I do not believe it.
I believe it. There was like mug shots and stuff.
I'm going to Snopes.
Yeah, find this.
Snopes.com. Another true story was, though, there were some people on the Hound, and they were transporting live crabs so they'd have a nice dinner when they got to their destination. And I was downtown, and I would always sneak on the bus before you were supposed to. And there was this one employee downtown who would try and catch me, so it was like a lovely game for 5 a.m., which I won 90% of the time.
Who was trying to catch you?
They didn't want me to get on the bus like before official bus call, and I didn't want to stand there waiting for 20 minutes to get on the bus when I could just be sitting on the bus, or I could be on the bus sleeping with my ticket in my hand so that the person could pretend to take it.
Yeah.
And then give it right back. So I got there, and it's like no one's allowed on the bus. Everybody's like running off the bus. The crabs had gotten loose or running around the bus, and they had to catch them all before I could get on the bus.
That sounds very funny. That sounds kind of fun.
It was fun. It was hilarious. It was. I don't know. Another time too, I got on after September 11th. They didn't put people in the front, but they would put me in the front because I was like a commuter. I rode every day. And then this like young kid gets on, and they sit him with me, and it turns out he was from Sparta, New York, like me. He was like from right up the road from me, which was pretty crazy.
Well, that is
This
crazy.
is
It's very weird.
Sparta seat.
Right, it is Sparta seat because you can trust the Spartans, I guess.
I don't know. They seem a little shady.
No, they're not shady.
I'm just saying.
You spent some time in Sparta. Did it seem shady?
I won't say, because I know someone from Sparta who might be shady, and something bad will happen.
You're going to get it.
I'm just saying.
That was beautiful. We went in the woods, the big trees.
All was lovely. All this is great. I love the wonderful trees. And I found a wonderful little creek, and there was little frozen little creatures in there. It was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
I do love the forest, especially winter forest.
Yes, winter forests are very pretty, and no ticks when there's snow on the ground.
They are tickless.
Yeah, ticks terrify me since I had Lyme disease. I'm
It is
terrified of
completely
ticks.
reasonable. It is 100% reasonable to be terrified of little tiny things that
can kill you.
Kill you and ruin your life.
Yes, and really ruin your life. Absolutely.
So, anything that can kill ticks, just throw them out there.
Possums.
Yeah, throw all the possums out there, and I don't know, something's got Dudley, you should kill ticks. Somebody should kill ticks.
Dudley, do you eat ticks, Dudley?
No, I'm afraid of the lemon disease.
I don't blame you. It's a horrible disease.
Yes. I would kill ticks, but I'm also afraid of ticks.
Well, plus they're also like the size of a pencil point, so it's kind of like...
Yeah, they're very tiny.
I mean, they get bigger, but, they can still make you very ill at that stage, so... They're terrible. It's
no
terrible.
greyhounds, no ticks.
Greyhounds are okay.
In the great words of a amazing, truly phenomenal, I don't know what I was gonna say.
I used too many adjectives and I forgot my sentence.
In the words of a great philosopher, oh fuck Greyhound, that's total garbage. Fuck. What do you like Greyhound?
I like Greyhound. Except there was a problem when I rode it every morning. You're encased in that little, tin can. I caught so many colds and flus. That was kind of a downside. That was a big downside, constantly being like super sick.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, because the air's, people sneeze, that stuff goes everywhere.
Any word on Chinese Brain Man?
Oh, did you look that up,
I don't
Dudley?
have my phone with me. Oh.
I have my phone, but I don't see how someone can eat someone's brain in the Greyhound. Oh, another Greyhound story. Someone was sitting behind me, and they were like, they started talking about like that they were in the woods and stuff, and they started talking about a cat in the woods. Kid, I was wearing a fuzzy leopard print hat, and all of a sudden they reached over, and started petting my head.
The best
they're
people
like,
on Greyhound.
Nice kitty, and I like jumped because I was like half asleep, and I turned around and looked at them, and they were so confused. They're like, how did that cat turn into a woman? They were super confused. I think I scared them more than they startled me.
I think you created a furry, Pamela.
Maybe I did. I do not know. Wait, I'm trying to look this up right now. What's on there now?
Chinese Brain Man?
What is on there?
I don't know.
I think your story is not correct.
I believe in Chinese Brain Man, but what was it? I don't know. It's just something about. I mean, the only thing lower than Greyhound is Megabus.
Is Megabus? I've never been on the Megabus. Everyone's told me.
The reason it's $1.
Oh no, you're right. I think you're right. It looks like it's real.
I told you, Chinese Brain Man's a real guy.
Wow. He believed man he beheaded was an alien.
Yeah.
Wow. It happened in Canada.
Yeah, I remember because I kept going over to Andy and I kept going. And he's like reaching over. And he's like, stop.
Wow. Jeez.
It's how
He was found to be criminally insane. Maybe I should have worried more when that person was petting my head, but nothing bad happened.
Yeah, it could have been.
They would kill that wild leopard.
Oh, you look so good. Look at leopard. It's so tasty. Just give me a little bite.
Oh, wow. Huh. You are correct. It actually happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how good that is that I was correct, but Chinese Brain Man is real.
How did, nobody, hear this?
I know. How did no one notice that the guy next to you is, eating someone?
Did it happen overnight, maybe? I didn't
even if
read
it did,
details.
I think
I
somebody-
am hosting a TV show right now, so.
I do like the vision.
If it happened overnight and the person was dead quickly enough, but you think there's lots of weird smells in the bus, though, so I was going to say.
Especially a Greyhound.
Oh, wait, it's a Greyhound.
Tell me, the
Yeah.
grossest place I've ever been was the Greyhound in Salt Lake City. Oh my God. That Greyhound station there. I don't know what some of those things laying in piles. And then, oh my God, and then the Greyhound in Detroit. Jesus Christ.
I think the Greyhound here is pretty civilized.
The Greyhound here is fine. It's like normal. It's like almost like humans made it. But those ones.
Yeah, I used to get there really early and sometimes have to go to the bathroom. But lots of times people be sleeping on the floor in the bathroom, which is pretty sad.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, they never gave me any trouble or anything. They'd leave. I'm like, hey, yo, I gotta pee.
God, Greyhound. It's like...
Actually, usually there was a free bathroom and a free stall, and I didn't have to disturb them.
That's lovely. I'm not complaining too much about Greyhound. I mean, I got from Oregon to New York for like $80. So.
Wow, really?
So yeah, so.
That's so cheap.
It was pretty cheap, and that was pretty on
really
the fly.
Really cheap. Wow.
I was like literally got it like 3 days before we left. So.
Huh? Yeah, you can't really complain about that. That's so cheap.
Yeah, it was very, very. And I wanted to get the one step up and get like some other bus that had like air conditioning, and Andy was dirt poor. And he's like, fine.
Wait, all Greyhounds should have air conditioning.
You would think. You would think. In the middle of the California desert with no air conditioning is not.
That was probably a very, very, very smelly Greyhound. Though.
It was very smelly, and when the lady quit and ran off when we were in the middle of the desert.
But you saved $5.
I did save five doll hairs.
Yeah, and another time too when I was riding the Greyhound, this poor guy had come from Mexico and he was going to, I think, Quebec. So that's
A little opposite.
that is so far. And he had lost his bag with his ID and all his money, which is terrible. But everybody was like giving him food and stuff. They were like, "Oh, that's terrible. Here's some food." You
that's
know?
nice.
Yeah, people were very nice.
Yeah, I think about it. I wonder if it's probably closer
I'm
to,
not
get,
saying they're all nice. Obviously, some.
to get from Canada
will eat
to
your brains, but
Mexico. To,
that is so far. That's like, how much farther could you go?
that's super far, but I bet you if you go from like the bottom of Canada to the top of Mexico, it's probably closer than it is from going like New York City to LA because it's like way longer.
I don't think that's true.
Look it up. Look it up. Look up a map. I'm gonna point this out.
I don't think that's true because you're still traversing. He was coming through New York.
No, I'm not saying that guy, but just
Oh.
like if you're going like the very bottom of Canada to the most high up part of Mexico, it's probably not more than like 1,000 miles.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes.
It's probably more than 1,000
Oh,
miles.
Dudley thinks it's more. I believe Dudley. Because Dudley can take the time to look things up on the computer.
And
Computational device.
Computational device.
Let's go to the DuckDuckGo. I don't know why I like that so much.
Because they don't
Okay.
track your data.
No, there's other reason.
Oh.
I'm a duck and I like to go.
Oh.
Spooky.
Of course.
I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. There's just so many weird, strange little enclaves. Like I was like the most northernmost town in America and the U.S. and it's just really far away and then the most.
Barlow, Alaska.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You make so much money if you work there. It's like you make like hundreds of thousands of dollars even having the most basic job. That's because no one wants to live there.
Really?
Yeah, even if you're just like a store clerk, you make.
Why does no one want to live there?
Because it's just a little crappy snow.
So why is anybody there if no one wants to live there?
Because there is like a lot of mining of some sort of mineral. I forget what.
Oh, okay. Ah.
But and then I forget the most southernmost. I mean, other than Hawaii, which doesn't count. Hawaii is just like a place America says it owns, and so it's kind of. Which is pretty much all of America anyway. But I mean, that's also just the history of everywhere. Somebody owns it, then somebody else is like, hey, give me that right now. And then they're like, no. And then they're like, oh, well, we're taking it anyway. Fuck you. And then it's something else. Pretty sure that's America sucks, and they do it a lot. But I'm pretty sure everywhere in the history of everything has done that.
People are greedy.
They are greedy.
So greedy.
I'm looking at you, Slovenia.
I was just thinking about the proposed increase in parking fees in downtown Buffalo and the expansion of parking spaces so they can even get more fees and keep you from parking in those distance spots where you could walk.
Yeah, that's terrible. It's not good.
Yes, because Buffalo's so booming. We got something going a little bit. Yay! Oh, wait, let's monetize the crap out of it and destroy it.
Well, at least we know the streets will be free of cars on the side.
Yes, and people, most likely. Because we don't have a good public transportation system. And to be fair, I'm not sure we have a large enough population to support a more advanced one. Maybe we do. Believe it or not, I do not have a degree in urban planning.
You know, the funny thing is, I looked it up. Buffalo has a higher population than the entire state of Montana.
Yes, Montana is very tiny.
It was either Montana or Wyoming. I don't remember, but it was very funny.
They're both very small.
It's giant.
Population-wise.
Yeah, and there's just like more people than... No, there's less people than all of Buffalo. It's like, damn.
I was at a bar in Fredonia, New York, and this guy came in wearing a cowboy boot and spurs, and he was from Wyoming. And he was doing something with the train or something, and he stopped in Fredonia. And he asked me to dance with him. And I did.
Was it fun?
Yeah, he was like wearing spurs and he had a cowboy hat. Of course it was fun.
Oh,
it was like, real surreal and fun.
That sounds very fun.
Yeah, it was totally fun. And he danced like he knew some sort of set like cowboy dances, which I didn't know. Even though I grew up in the country, I did not know them.
The West is weird. It's very old fashioned. It's very...
Yes, he was very... Thank you, ma'am, and the whole...
They're really like that there. It's weird. It's like, even in Oregon, even though Oregon's known as the most progressive state in the country, it's very still, like, you see cowboys, and it's very strange. It's not as old-fashioned as a place like Wyoming or Montana or something, but it's very strange. It's totally different. I can't even believe it's the same country when I'm out in places like Oregon and California. It's just so bizarrely different. But whatever, who cares?
The power of the Googles and the internets.
Yes.
And all the Facebooks says that it is 1,380 miles.
I wasn't that far off.
You were not.
From Vancouver to Tijuana.
Tijuana? I would go to Vancouver.
You what?
I said I would go to Vancouver. I've always heard good things.
I thought it would be cool, and I've heard bad things, so. I don't know.
I mean, it's nothing but mega rich Chinese people, to be fair. But
is it?
Oh yeah,
that's not what it's known for. Well, I didn't hear about that.
That's what it's known for. Yeah, it's all mega rich Chinese people.
In Vancouver?
It's very, very Chinese. I think it's majority Chinese. If not majority, it's very close. But it's known for, like, rich people in China send their, like, families to live in Vancouver.
Why Vancouver?
I don't know. I think it's just because there was already such a huge Chinese population there, and it just started growing and expanding.
It also appears to be pretty.
It is closest.
It is.
Closest Canadian city to China.
Slade goes there all the time, and he likes Victoria, Canada, even more.
The reasons are totally geographical.
I have been to Hamilton, Toronto, and Quebec. Montreal, sorry.
I thought you've been to Montreal.
Yes.
Montreal.
I was invited to that one really far up and out. Here's Quebec, and it's oh crap.
Yeah.
I need a Canadian map. The fishy one, the one where people fish a lot, and it's. Oh. But anyways,
Montreal is actually where Louisiana came from. A bunch of exiles from Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of exiles from Montreal were exiled to Louisiana, which is why they all speak French down in Louisiana. So it was actually formed by Canadians.
Oh, that's interesting. Here, I will know in a second.
Saskatchewan? Oh, Prince Edward Island? British Columbia? No.
Those are provinces.
What's
I don't know.
Manitoba? What is it? What's the one? I know what you're talking about.
Nova
Scotia?
Nova Scotia, yes, I believe. Yes, Nova
Sydney,
Scotia.
Everyone should look up the best
Right?
Canadian weatherman ever, Frankie McDonald. He's very, very nice.
But what about the hillbilly weatherman?
What? I want to know.
Hillbilly weatherman.
Hill William, thank you.
Hillbilly weatherman.
What is the hillbilly weatherman?
You don't know the hillbilly weatherman?
I do not.
He tells you the shit.
The shit? I don't know. Like soldier shit, man? Or like toilet?
Look it up on the internets.
The Jugal?
Use your magic rectangle.
I will look it up on the magical rectangulars. Google.
I also apparently have some relatives that came through Nova Scotia.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. Why?
They hired the Swiss. I think it was the Swiss had mercenary army. And they hired them to protect Nova Scotia. One of my relatives.
Nova Scotia means New Scotland in the Scottish language, in case anyone was wondering.
Oh,
It's New Scotland.
not that old Scotland, but the new Scotland.
Oh, fuck old Scotland, man. We need some Folgers and... my God. And also Zealand. I forget where New Zealand... I forget where original Zealand is. I do believe it's in one of the...
Alright, I have a question.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's the question?
Why isn't it called New Zedland?
That's
Everything starts with Z.
That's a good question. I don't know.
That was a commercial. A Canadian commercial.
For what?
Zellers, maybe?
Yeah,
I
I
love
think it was Zellers. It was Zellers is a department store, right?
It's closed now, sadly.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I like Zellers.
Remember when Tops had
Canadian Kmart.
Yep,
Oh, Kmart's are closing everywhere. I'm so sad. I love Kmart.
we are not okay with that.
The one in Buffalo is still standing strong. Stand strong.
Come on, Mart.
Venture capitalist bastards. Running everything into the ground.
Not the ground. That's where dirt lives.
That's where dirt lives. Yes, it's true.
I once knew this person who had a theory who's like, why would you ever eat vegetables? They live in the dirt. Why do you think the food has legs? It's to keep it out of the dirt.
But the dirt has lots of stuff in there. Oh, I look terrible in these kind of hats.
Oh, you look good.
No, I look awful. Don't even.
But I
It's
like
bad.
it. You look like you're about to play baseball. You look like you're a 90s tough girl in some kind of like baseball movie. And now things are just getting serious.
I played softball for like one summer and I hated it. And
Why'd
our
you-
team was the worst.
Why?
And they misprinted our shirts. And so what they did is they put a big black square on these orange shirts and put different stick-on letters.
Yeah.
But then, of course, throughout the season, the letters peeled off and the wrong names started to show up.
Oh,
It
jeez.
was horrible. I hated it.
Why'd you
Ugh.
play?
My mom thought, maybe she could. I don't know. She probably thought. I don't know what she thought. Get rid of us for a while, maybe. I don't know. I truly hated it though.
Softball is I played softball because I knew a lot of people did, and it was I know it was slightly different than baseball, but I don't know. I don't really like sports, but if I had to play anything, I'd probably play one of those because I know it does seem very simple. Football confuses me, and I also really hate football.
We won one game for the whole season. We lost every other game.
Who else was on the team? Anybody I'd know?
I think my sister Tracy was also on the team. Yeah, we were real bad, and I hated it, and I was just like, God, I want to be here.
Doesn't sound like you too much enjoyed it.
I don't know what kind of. I know there's like long distance swimming as a sport. I think I'd be really good at that, but it's not a popular sport, and I wouldn't get my face on any cereal boxes, and I'd be perpetually poor.
We'll make a cereal just to get you on it.
Okay.
We'll make I don't know, Pamios.
Camillos.
Pamios. That sounds like a disease.
Oh, Pamio sounds
Oh,
like
I'm
a
sorry,
disease.
miss, you have Pamios. You have Pamios disease.
I do. Pamios.
So I don't know. I'd prefer Pamflakes.
No, I don't like that at all. This sounds like I have a skin problem.
or that you don't show up on time.
That's true too. Oh, hey, look, you can call or text us.
Tell us your crazy bus brain eating stories.
There's lots of crazy Greyhound stories. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.